You know, at that time, the Hacienda sort of walked a fabulous tightrope between being hip and absolutely brilliantly commercial, but totally underground. And later on, it became totally overground, but trying to be underground, and it just, you know, it didn't work.
I think the ecstasy period came as a bit of a crept up on us and came as a bit of a shock, because I didn't think we really knew what we were handling. I think we thought we were handling a bit of innocent fun.
I think we got blamed for the fact that people did drugs in our club.
Dogged by problems and under the media spotlight, the Hacienda's spirit was starting to fade.
It just really wasn't worth it, because it was your responsibility. You were opening the doors, it was your name over the door. It was you that had to sort of ensure the safety of the people that were in there, and you just couldn't do it. And normally if you get a phone call in the middle of the night, you think it's your family or something. Then it was just the Hacienda.
I think working on the door made me really, really tough, because I had to deal with a lot of abuse. I just did, and therefore had to learn how to answer and stick up for myself. The things that I saw on the horrible side of it definitely made me, I don't know, grow up actually, I think, and realise that it's not all roses.
It became too much after a while. It just got too silly, and it became too self-important, where I don't think Tony had ever envisaged it becoming, you know, a senior statesman. He'd always seen it as a sort of dive for freaks and weirdos.
You didn't have we never, all of us never had policies. We were and are willful. We built the club for ourselves, you know, for the half dozen of us, the dozen of us. We built everything you do it for yourself, really. So I suppose everyone remained only excited by new stuff.
We had our heart in the artistic side and the creative side of it, but you didn't have the heart in the business side of it. And by the time we realised that, it was sort of, you'd gone over the thing. I mean, it was inevitable. It was inevitable that the Hacienda, to my mind, was going to shut for 5, 8 years. And you were just waiting for it, and you kept thinking, oh, you were going to do it. No, no. It was just like that. You just couldn't get over that hump. I mean, it just comes down to being businesslike. We weren't in it to make money, and we weren't in it to, I mean, we didn't even know anything about running a club. You just knew how to give people a good time, which I think we did. I think when we worked out at the end of it, that every single person that went through the Hacienda's door cost us £10.
I think we were all very young entrepreneurs that wanted to do anything that we felt like doing and screw the consequences on a lot of levels.
The first time I actually went backstage was on the first birthday of the Hacienda. I'd never really bothered till then. I don't think I actually went that much till then. And I went downstairs and I just saw all this booze, and I thought, my God, this is absolutely amazing, this is wonderful. And then 9 years later I realised I was paying for it, which wasn't very wonderful.
If the factory people had been serious businessmen, they'd have given up the club years before. And I admire the fact that nobody knew what they were doing and they went ahead and did it. And I think that's a lesson to us all.
It went wrong firstly. The Manchester thing was just, I mean, it had to end. There's no two ways about it. The gun culture thing, it all came at once. Somebody once said that for factory to collapse and Hacienda to collapse, sort of 8 things would have to happen in succession, and all 8 did happen. And they overspent on the back of the success of Manchester massively by building the huge office that, you know, became the Paradise factory. And when it pulled back, when the whole thing collapsed, they just couldn't finance it. It was very simple. It was just the way a lot of businesses went at that time, to be honest with you. They did have a lot of bad luck as well, and Happy Mondays happened to collapse at the same time. New Order took years to record albums. There's no money coming in, and there's an awful lot of money going out, and it collapsed.
The Hacienda is closing its doors as of today. It is with the greatest reluctance that for the moment we're turning the lights out on what is, for us, a most important place.
A club owned by pop stars and a record company who'd given us Joy Division.